Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Tonight we're going to get into some diamond rank grind and we are going to work on our daily life quest. Let's see if we can get it. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dwayne Cunningham and I go by Infidel 1258 and I cover Splinterlands all day every day because it's changed my life. If you leave a comment after the video with a question and your in-game name, I will try to my best to answer those and I will leave a little thank you for you if I have that in-game name. Ooh, J-Man from the Immortal Gods. So I'm working on white. Monsters lose abilities. Poison is present. With this sort of play, what I find you want to do is tons of hit points. Nothing else matters. Just hit points, hit points, hit points. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if I have no DPS, like none. I'm counting on noxious fumes because look, there's no heals. So my Almo Cambio is just going to stay alive longer. I have 0 damage output on this build. Let's see if it works. I think it would take, he would have to, I don't know what he could do that would beat me, honestly. I've got I've got about 3 hit points, 7 hit points, 15 hit points. I'm gonna say 29, 49, no, 30, 39. I have probably 45 hit points. I don't know. I mean, if he put some big, if he has, like, for instance, no, I don't see him beating me. I can't imagine. First of all, I don't ever see people try this. This is the first time I've ever seen this, where you put literally just your biggest meat shields and no effort to defend yourself. So we'll see if it works, but I can't imagine how he could possibly chew through me. So I kind of think we're going to get the W. I guess while we're waiting for that to happen, I did have a question that I saw earlier. Edwin Tax says, why do you think it's risky to have a good amount of DEC to collect SPS through airdrops? Thank you. And 2 people said they liked it, so I'm going to try and answer the question. Because in this video, why buy new rewards FAQ with 1258? We talked about a lot of different topics in that video. By the way, it was one of my frequently asked question videos. I just find that a title that addresses one specific topic does better, and that's why the title implies that we're just talking about that topic, which we were not. We talked about many topics. But on this question, I was saying in the video that part of what I do with the game is I hold a lot of DEC. I now have over 1 million DEC. I had 800 yesterday, 800,000. And one of the reasons why I do that is because I want SPS airdrops. And he's saying, well, because I said in the video that is a bit risky. And he's saying, well, why do you think it's risky? So in short, I'll tell you now before we watch this battle. In short, the reason I say that's risky is because the price of DEC is volatile and it could conceivably go down a lot more. Right now, I'm going to say 400 DEC is, yeah, roughly 350 DEC is $1, roughly. But originally and by design, 1,000 DEC should equate $1. And therefore, DEC could fall a lot before it's stabilized. And I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm saying it's possible. And for that reason alone, I would argue DEC is volatile. But in addition to that, the SPS airdrop is one of the reasons why DEC value is sustaining itself. And that airdrop is going to end in about 120 days, which is only 4 months away. So I see a finish line here to the interesting use case of DEC, and therefore I see a risk around holding DEC. I hope that makes sense. Now, Are we going to win this battle? He's going to do 8, 11. No, he's not going to do enough damage. These are all going to die in the first 4 turns, and they're not going to do enough to get through. That's my prediction. See? No problem. Not a single attack. That must have been frustrating for my brother there. For J-Man. I'm sorry, my dude. That was cheese. But you gotta win. Gotta go for the throat sometimes. The no attack, go for the throat move. Okay. So hopefully we'll get another one right away, and we can do 3 matches. We can earn our daily quest. We can unlock the rewards, and call it a wrap, because I am exhausted. My new job is very amazing, and I love it, but I am burning the candle at both ends with YouTube and family and work. I don't know about this, but the fun little magic play. Let's see. Almo Cambio. Double Almo Cambios. If we win this one, Almo is going to have to be on the thumbnail. I'm so glad I bought him back. I sold him a couple months ago, and I bought him back. Such a good card. So fast. So defensive and evasive and resilient. Maybe while we're waiting here, I'll check and see if there's another quick question. Okay, Burek says, thank you. He says, you inspire me, you give me hope to believe in Splinterlands. I appreciate you saying that, Burek. Thank you. Not so much because I want to convince you, but because it's kind of you to, you know, that's what I talk about. So for you to say that as an encouragement, I appreciate that. Happy to hear your daughter is getting better. Thank you very much. Yes, she is getting much better. Today she went to school for half a day. She got too cranky, maybe because her teeth were hurting, and she came home. Now my big daughter, Hazel, has been struggling with slightly a sore throat. So hopefully that's nothing too major. Now his question is, what are your thoughts around land, and is it a good time to buy? They're about $370 per piece. And I would say, so here's the thing with land. I love the idea of land. I think land is going to revolutionize this game, and I think it's going to be an amazing part of the future prosperity and the joy that we're going to have playing and owning this game. But at $370, I have to ask you, where else could you apply that? The question is always, how else could you spend that money to move the needle more? Because every choice you make in life and in this game is a balance of which one is going to have the greater impact. Do you spend $370 on a piece of land, which will probably go a lot more expensive in the future, maybe a long time in the future, but probably I feel in the future land will be very expensive because I believe in the developers, I believe in the future of the game, and I think it's got a good vision. Some of that's a bit of a guessing game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm putting too much trust or faith in the developers. But if I'm right, I think land goes more expensive. But if it goes from $370 to even $3,000 per plot, that's like a 9 or a 10x or something, which is great. But if you were to go in and buy, Pellicor mercenaries and cheap reward cards for 3 cents each, and they go to $1, that's 33x your investment. Do you see? That's one example of how I'm not sure how to advise you, because the question is, what would move the needle more for you? Do you already have a deck of cards that's satisfactory and allows you to play the game well? Then maybe you don't need to worry about cards. But if you don't, and you're thinking about buying a piece of land because you want to be involved in that, I get that, and maybe that's worth it, and maybe it's going to work out really well. But I think, as far as I'm concerned, I would want to have the basic packs, the basic assets for the game, which is the cards, before I started getting into the broader ownership of the assets, including, land. So that's my thought on that. Even though I love land, even though I think land is going to be an exciting part of the game, even though I think you wouldn't regret buying it, you just might regret not having bought the other thing. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Thanks for the question. I'll send you a little gift after the battle here. So he's got void, so we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. The afflictions are relevant because there was no heals to begin with in the rule set. The armor or the archery is irrelevant, but the void is hugely relevant, and he's got a silence, which is pretty well the end of that. And he's even got the Dark Wand with a taunt, so we're going to waste time shooting him. I don't know how we possibly get out of this one. Yeah. I mean, unless he just keeps missing, which is unlikely. Very unlikely. I don't even have a blind. I have one slow. I mean, probably he's going to just delete me, I would think. Yeah. We haven't even gotten through. I mean, that's nice, but it's still too little too late, That's a nice miss. At least I got one dodge out of the deal. I was hoping I would... Oh, the shield. Okay. The void, man. The void. Even my last stand is going to be too little too late, And he's got flyers. He's got... I mean, it's nice, but it's too little too late. See, the Fallen Spectre is a card I recently talked about, I think, as a... I kind of called its value into question. Not because it's a bad card, but because it's so expensive. And it can kill itself on a Magic Reflect. But when you bring Mimosa Nightshade to the table, it doesn't. It's a good card. It's a really good card in the right context. Okay, let's do one more, and we will get this daily quest, and then we will call it a night. Okay, can't do that. So you could do Delwyn. You could do... Okay. I might as well go General Sloan because archery can fire in the first. Amplify. So here's the problem. I could bring in Amplify, but Noxious Fumes are going to kill me. I might bring him because he's got the redemption, so even when he dies, that'll help. We got 2 Magic Reflects, 2 Archery Reflects in the first and second position. And then I'm just going to bring... Ooh. I want the Hero from Beyond because he has Last Stand and Shield. I should probably, I suppose, get rid of you. Ooh, that's a good idea. bring the supply runner because the strengthen and the swiftness. That swiftness is going to help. One of the weaknesses with the white team is the speed, and so then that's good. And then the strengthen is going to give me a bit more resiliency around the noxious. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's find out. So he is doing magic, which I was kind of thinking because I saw him do Delwyn. Oh, he didn't focus on magic. Sneak, sneak, sneak. I think we survived this. The poison is going to kill him before it kills me. The miss is brutal. The supply runner was actually really, really important. I would have missed more of those shots, I would think. That's a nice big hit. There's a nice big hit. Yeah, we're going to be fine. So we'll get the daily quest. Almo is going to be the hero of the day today. Almo, I played him in all 3 games. So he'll be on the thumbnail here tonight for you guys. Yeah. Victory for the Overmind. There it is. Almo with the huge hit points. And then hero on the back end with the shield protection. There it is. Let's claim the reward, and I'm going to bed. Guys, thank you so much for your time and attention, by the way, and for supporting the channel. Thank you for comments. Thank you for likes and subscriptions. I think we're at, what, 6250 now or something? So thank you. Maybe I'll tell you in other news. Okay. Cheap cards, but good cards. Like it. Happy. In other news, I sold about 200 Chaos Legion packs for roughly $3 because I just wanted to have a bit more liquidity. I wanted to put that into more DEC. That's why I got up to 1 million. I like having 1 million. It's a good amount of airdrop points. And what else? Oh yeah, I haven't commented. I'll quickly comment on. No, I should do a separate video talking about the PKM token for peak monsters. Stay tuned for that. You guys have heard about it already from Luke, I'm sure, and others. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how many I get. Okay, guys, thanks so much. Have an amazing night. God bless.